Good morning and good afternoon. Here we have another board game playthrough / review of the little known game called Horror House.
Yay! Or should I scream in terror?
Anyway, it's actually by Bandai, who usually do sort of a lot of toys generally.
Yeah.
A lot of like Japanese toys, Power Rangers and anything like that. So
a lot of cool like electronic toys.
So it's a little unusual for them to see a board game out of them. It does actually have an electronic component, which we'll get to later.
So maybe that makes sense then.
Maybe that makes sense. It's a board game for the whole family.
Or so it claims.
Well, if you're 8 to adult, I guess. It's a game of horror and fun, and it includes a thing called the Death Head, which has real sounds. The monsters scream and laugh hideously from the darkness of the horror house, and boy, this thing is loud.
Yeah, it does make a racket. And so the aim of the game...
The aim of the game is basically to get through the horror house alive. So you start from the start, go around sort of obstacles and traps and things.
There's a whole pile of like different rooms you've got to get through, and different things happen as you're going through the rooms. So it can be tricky.
So we'll look into that when we take a look at the boards and cards. One thing I'd just like to mention is the artwork. I really like the artwork. It's all hand-drawn. It's got all the classic monsters, so it's got like the Wolfman and all the Universal monsters like Dracula. And it's also got a lot of lore from just different cultures.
It's also got some unique monsters as well.
It's got
some, we'll have a look at.
Some yes, but I mean, a lot of them do have some sort of relation to some sort of myth.
Yes.
So, very cool game. Nothing on the back of the box, so we'll have to actually show the board and the pieces when we actually get them out. So,
shall we do that? Let's take a look inside.
All right. So I've just taken the box. The top of the box off the box. I just wanted to show you what it looks like before we actually have a closer look at all the pieces and board. It actually is a very large board. It sort of folds sort of around and under the whole box.
It's longer than your average board.
Yeah, so it goes all the way up and all the way under the board, under the box here. And all the pieces all sit in there nicely. So we're just going to get it all out, set it up, and we'll have a close look at all of the bits. Alright, so this is the board set up. It's quite large. I mean, my hands are here and probably, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 hand lengths long. There's not a real lot to set up. We haven't actually set it up completely. There's supposed to be a couple of tokens there, but that's the general outline of the board.
Yeah, it's basically just put the Death Head on the board.
Yeah, it's all...
Death Head.
Ooh, don't worry, we'll get to that. All hand-drawn. I really like the art style. You just don't really see much of that sort of nowadays.
No, I mean, this is an older
86,
game.
I think it is, 1986.
Something like that, I think.
Now, the other really cool thing is, if you just give me one moment, I'm just going to cut to the other side of the board.
And just flip it over.
Just flip it over, you reckon?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go. So, alright, let's just zoom in here a little bit. So, on the entire back, it actually describes every single monster.
Yeah, so these are the cards you'll see
here. Yeah, so you battle monsters and things throughout the game, and...
These are the monster cards.
So, for instance, you know, you have a monster here. Well, that one corresponds to... Where is that monkey man? Up in the top corner there. So let's just... Let me just... Freestyle. So if you can see it, sorry about the light.
The Satori. And so it basically has a description of the monster, which I thought was really cool. So I guess if you lost your monster cards, you could always photocopy off the back so you know what was in there. And it's not just the cards either. If you want to come down this way, it's got a copy of like the magic passes and tokens, which we'll show you in a minute. But it's basically got a copy of everything you could possibly lose from the game on the back.
They really went to a lot of effort with this, which is not you don't really see that nowadays with games.
It's really, really detailed, and there's some awesome monsters you can probably see there as well. Like there's a whole bunch of cards, and I don't know whether you want to show a couple. I found this one. I think this one's really cool.
The giant octopus. Ooh. Come on, give us a more interesting one.
How about this one?
The woman with 2 mouths.
And that one has a key too, you'll see.
We'll explain that later, but let's just flip the board back over and we'll take a look at some of the pieces. Alright, so as we showed before, these are the monster cards which probably can make up most of what happens in the game.
Pretty much.
So as you're making your way through the horror house, you come up to sort of rooms or objectives and you generally have to fight a monster. So
pretty simple to do that too. You basically take one of these cards, and that's who you're going to fight.
And then you basically you interact with the Death Head, and depending on the outcome of you interacting with the Death Head, depends on whether or not you actually succeed, draw, or lose the battle.
And we'll show you how that works when we look at the Death Head.
Yeah, so most of these, well, I suppose not most of them, half of them have an extra sort of flavour text down the bottom, or a key. So the keys basically let you get into rooms of that same colour without having to do
without having to unlock it in other mysterious ways.
Yes. And then there are others that free pass, even if found by Sentry. So obviously,
which is something a bit later we'll talk about as well.
If you lose, you have to return your monster card. So obviously that's a pretty bad one to lose. So they've all got, most of them have got something extra on them. Other ones which don't, if you beat them, you get to keep the card. If you lose, you put them back to the deck and you follow the steps on the board.
Yeah. There's also big ones.
Oh yes. These big ones are generally only found when you're landing on the Death Head, because the Death Head does have spaces around it. They are the King of the Demon monsters, so they're Frankenstein, Dracula, Grim Reaper, King of Demons, Tengu, and Wolfman. They all have some sort of nasty penalty if you lose to them.
so not to guys you want to be fighting against, but you really don't have a choice when you go past the Death Head. But again, we will cover that after.
Yeah, so very, very cool artwork, as I mentioned.
This is a really handy card to actually have.
Let's see if it'll focus. Focus. The Guardian Spirit. You may pass through all doors without using a key or saying the magic word. So basically, it's got a couple of... They're all benefits to you if you actually hold this card.
But you can lose it.
Yes, if you lose an objective on the board, it gets past the next player.
So if you don't win your battle with the monster,
generally,
the next player clockwise round gets that card. But it is really handy because then you don't have to fool around with unlocking doors and stuff like that.
And it also means that people behind can catch up and things like that too.
Yeah.
So it's very, very, very handy card, but it does change hands an awful lot during play. So
then we have our magic passes. I'm not even sure if I'm holding those on camera for you there. Hope I was.
And I believe these just let you get through one...
Yeah, so there's a maze section at the end of the board, and those passes are specifically for that particular area.
So they just basically help you get through the maze.
It's just a pass, yeah. Now, you're going to have to hold out your hand for the next pieces.
Oh, yay. Alright, these are the Death Head tokens. So there's about 10, 12 spaces around the Death Head, and these are turned upside down. When you land on them and you turn it up, it determines whether or not you fight a King of the Demons, or if there's nothing there and you just end your turn. So obviously you want that one because you do not want to fight the King of the Demons, because they have nasty things happen to you if you lose. So yeah.
That's a warning for anyone playing.
Oh, I'm spooktacular.
Really exciting piece right here.
Yeah, this one, I've never seen this contraption before.
Now that doesn't even belong in this box.
Hang on.
So let's put that aside.
What is it? Yeah, die.
You don't need the die for this game.
You do not. It comes inbuilt with its own spinner.
Yes. And then we're actually missing one of these playing pieces.
Yeah, so here are your little moving men.
Because it is actually for 4 players, I believe.
But I mean, they've got a little cross on them.
Yellow that we're
I believe it's yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're nice little moulded players. Better than just... Oop.
Better than just one of those random, like, tokens. Sorry, Nathan's just throwing pieces away. And last bit, we'll maybe show you how that works in just a second.
So this looks like a cross, but the manual refers to it as a sword.
Yeah. And, yeah, we'll show you that in just a moment. But last thing, before we jump to the Death Head...
It's the instruction manual.
It's a pretty cool looking instruction manual.
So we're going to scan it and upload it and put the download link below. So if you happen to have the game and don't have the manual...
quite a long one too, so...
It looks long, but it's actually fairly simple. I mean, half of it's just putting the battery in the Death Head and...
And set up, basically, the tiles.
This is very much one of those games where you can probably play with only reading a little bit of the manual and just read the manual as you progress through the board.
You maybe wouldn't get kind of the things with the magic passes and stuff like that, but yeah, you could still do the general sort of gist of it. But let's take a look at the Death Head, shall we?
Interestingly enough, this was distributed by Bandai Australia. Considering Australia, it's just a weird thing to have...
Yeah, it's funny, like, I think a lot of our reviews so far have been Aussie stuff, but normally we don't really get a lot of Aussie stuff like this, so how bizarre. Alright, now let's take a look at the Death Head.
Okay, the Death Head. Let's go. And now, the centerpiece of the entire game is the aforementioned Death Head. Now, the Death Head basically functions as, what would you say, maybe a dice roll in terms of luck and whether or not you succeed or fail in amongst all of the challenges throughout the horror house. Basically, there are 5 sounds. There are 2 monster screams, 2 laughs, and 1 sort of sword clanging sound. So the 2 screams are the monsters screaming and dying, which means you win. Then there's the 2 laughs, which means the monsters are laughing at you and you've lost. And the sword clanging means you've drawn the battle, which means you have to basically do the battle again. So we're just going to show you the sounds that this thing makes. Now, mind you, it's very, very loud. Very, very loud. So if you're wearing headphones, maybe turn the volume down. And then we'll take a look at the spinner here. So, alright, here we go. Now, as you can hear, I believe that was all of the sounds it makes. As you can hear, it's very loud and some of them is very distorted.
That could just be because of its age, though.
Yes, it could be because it's getting a bit old, but it almost sounds like a record's playing. Like that really staticky sort of...
Yeah, it's got that kind of interference-y, static noise thing going on.
Now, what we're going to take a look at quickly is just this spinner here. So this functions as the dice rolling. So you basically spin this, you get a number and you move. The other main thing is there's Kazam and it says Kapow. So it just alternates. To get into locked doors, you either need to say Kazam, Kazam, Kazam or Kapow, Kapow, Kapow when you're spinning. And if it lands on the one you're saying, it opens the door. If it doesn't, you have to spin again on your next turn.
Yeah, and the other different thing about the spinner is there's a 0, so you can just go nowhere on your turn.
Let's see if we can... So it's a very interesting spinner. It's not very accurate, so sometimes it'll sort of go in between and it could actually go on either one. But, no, very interesting, and you sound a bit like an idiot when you're saying Kazam, Kazam or Kapow, Kapow to open a door.
Yeah, because the instructions tell you to basically keep saying it the entire time the spinner is moving.
So anyway, that's the Death Head. Takes 1 C battery. Very, very loud. Let me just...
Yeah, warn people before you go to do anything with it.
And as we mentioned, it's random. So there's only 3 holes and it can give you any one of 3 results. So yeah, that's pretty much the Death Head. Let's continue. Alright, we're all set up. I'm going to be green.
I'm going to be blue.
And I'm going to get to go first because I'm the youngest.
Right. In that case, you get the Guardian Spirit
So
card.
whoever gets to go first gets the Guardian Spirit card.
Yes.
Which is good because it's very handy.
So I would recommend, we kind of just came to an agreement that you were younger than I am, so you could go first. But if you have a household where you're going to have a fight, you'll have to figure it out another way. Alright.
What was the death race, I think people usually do?
Death races.
It fits with the board.
Sure.
Shall I spin?
Spin, let's go.
2.
Wow, that was exciting. Alright.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Thank you for moving me.
It's okay. 3. 1, 2, 3. I'd like to mention that you can't land on the same space as another person.
No, so you jump ahead of them, I think?
I believe so, yes. How many are you moving?
0.
3. 1, 2, 3.
Well, I know who's going to be battling a monster first.
You?
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Alright. Now, I don't have that Guardian Spirit card, and I don't have any keys yet, because I haven't battled any monsters, so I am going to have to pick Kazam or Kapow.
Now, you have to keep saying it, or the door doesn't open.
Alright. Kapow, 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 Kapow! Yes! Kapow! Alright. Battle time for me.
I'll pick a monster card.
Pick a card. I got the Doll of Terror.
I'm scared.
No key on there. Oh well. Alright. You're going to give me the, oh, I've got it.
You've got it. The sword. Sword cross.
How am I going to go? Alright, so I win! Woohoo! Well, I win that battle, not the game.
But no one wins because it was so damn loud.
So you can't kind of see from this angle, but every room has either the win or lose. So because I won, I get to go straight through to the guillotine room, which is over here.
And if you had lost, you would have basically gone to the...
You go to the exit. So you still get past this room, but then I would have had to travel around here myself instead of going straight there. Other rooms are different though.
I think you actually get to go into the guillotine room because it says go to guillotine room rather than outside.
Oh, even better.
So you get to battle again.
Awesome. Alright, what card am I going to get? I've got... Ooh, this one's got a key. It's the Snow Maiden, a red Death Head key. Alright. I'm going to try this one. Damn. Couldn't get 2 in a row. So, in the guillotine room, after the battle win, you just go to the exit, but I didn't win. So you have to return to the entrance.
Now that's actually a pretty light punishment. Some of the later rooms we'll get to those later, but that's very light.
I don't know, now I've got to get back into the guillotine room.
One of them's like you got to roll like 15 or more in 2 rolls and weird
Oh,
stuff like
there.
that.
We're coming up to that one. Yeek.
Alright, so Laura's still ahead of me. I'm about to come up to the water prison. Let's see if I can get into the damn door.
Yeah.
Kazam.
Nathan lost his Guardian Spirit card because he lost a battle.
Womp womp. Alright. Kazam, kazam, kazam.
Haha, kapow for you.
So you get to have a go now because I can't get into the damn door.
Alright. 0. Oh, God damn it.
Alright.
Your turn.
Kazam, kazam, kazam. Beautiful.
Lucky you.
Alright, so I'm in the battle.
In the water prison.
Who am I gonna get? Ooh, the long neck monster. By the way, the camera's picking that up as an actual face.
Yes,
face
it is.
recognition.
It also picked up the last few cards we've had too.
Let's just put that there. Now, let's put the sword. Ooh.
Oh, loser again.
Loser, loser, pudding chooser. So here it says, you probably can't read it, it says go to exit if you win.
Yep, but
If I
you
lose,
didn't.
I go to the never opened closet. It's like Jumanji where Robin Williams gets sent to the jungle until someone rolls like a something.
At least you're in just a closet.
So here, which is the never open closet, it says stay here until another player spins a 4.
Haha, you could be there forever.
Yes, I could. Now, did we mention? So there are battles all along the board, but there are a couple of spaces where if you land on them, they do certain things, like take a monster card for free, or this particular one, if the player lands here, all the players must restart from this space.
Which really sucks if you're a long way ahead of the other person.
But then again, all the way around here, ooh, it just knocked you over.
Just kill me, why not?
It says call the player coming last to join you here. So
Yeah,
there are a
so-
couple of ways to catch up.
Didn't even put me back up. Come
So
on.
I finally got out of the never open closet. So I came out of the closet, as one might say. I'm into the torture chamber. I've gotten through the door. I kapowed my way into the door.
Kapow!
So I'm just going to pick up a monster card, and we're battling the giant octopussy.
I don't know why I did that.
Alright, let's stick it in the death head. Ooh. Looks like I'm now going to the weeping room.
So, that's what happens when you lose from the torture chamber.
Now, the weeping room. Spin 3 times. If total is 8 or more, go to the next space.
Alright, so I'm going to have my go then.
Yes.
And you can just get stuck there. Alright. So...
You didn't say kapow or kapam.
Oh crap, what am I doing?
You should lose a turn for
I
that.
completely forgot where I was. I thought I was like here and I needed to roll. I'm going into the room of blood. Let's try kapow, kapow, kapow. Nope. Staying where I am.
Alright, let's see if I can get, 8 or more. So we have 5, 4, 9,
And 0.
so I can actually go a couple more. So I'm finally escaping.
So the more you get, the further you get out of the weeping room.
As long as you get 8 or more.
Yes. My turn. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take my token. Come on, sword, sword. Ah!
Oh.
That doesn't focus her up.
Demon head.
Demon head,
You know what
alright.
that means? Pick one.
So these are the king of the demons.
So these are the ones with very tough penalties if you lose against them.
I'm battling Tengu. A weird looking elf guy? Not elf guy, gnome guy.
I don't know what that is, but he's got a long nose.
If you lose, return to the exit from the room of blood.
So, right there. Oh no, foot of the
So
stairs.
here. So not that far, but then it just means I've got more chance of landing back on a token and fighting another one of these guys.
Alright,
pass me
here's
the
your
sword.
sword. Holy sword.
Fingers crossed. Damn.
Wow, 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 wow.
So what was it? Return to the exit from the room of blood. So I'm going back behind you.
Sock on my head. Dun, dun, dun.
Your go.
2. 1, 2, 1.
Alright, come on. You were lucky. Oops. I've
Oh, well.
fallen down the hill. That's not a good
Broken
sign.
neck.
Oh, crap. Really? Again?
Which-
That really doesn't focus well.
Which demon would you like?
I'm gonna take that one, and I'm fighting Dracula, who doesn't want to focus. Alright, and if I lose, give up 1 monster card and return to the exit from the room of blood.
That's even worse than Tengu.
Oh, that goes. But
Hurry up and lose.
Alright.
Here's your holy sword. That sounds like a cry of pain from a certain Dracula.
Woohoo!
Alright, my turn. As you can see, Laura's still trying to get through the screaming room.
That is such a nightmare. Like 4 locks. One
Alright.
would have been sufficient.
And I'm up to just battling the werewolf's den. So, who am I going to get? Demon cat. Whoa, that's...
Wow.
looks like our cat when it's hungry.
No.
Alright, let's see if I'm going to win. Oh, that scream is so piercing, but it's so relaxing because it means I won the battle.
Alright, so when you go to the exit.
And did you want to see if you can escape from your dungeon?
Yeah.
Because you don't seem to have any monsters with any grey keys.
No, I am going to get out this door. Kazam, kazam, kazam. Yes, I'm out. Haha. Now I'm with you. Woohoo.
Now, before we have our next go, we should probably explain this maze part. Alright, and here we are, the final part of the game. This is the maze. We should probably explain. We forgot to explain before. When you leave the death head, the last player to pass through the exit of the death head does not get a pass. All players before the last player get a pass.
Yes, so because
Which
there's only
is-
2 of us playing, only Nathan got a pass. Because he got ahead of me just in time to get the pass.
Yes, so basically you need one of these passes to come down here to, there's a little space here that says follow the arrow if you don't have the pass card, which takes you down here and you got to wait here for a pass. A pass
Yes.
becomes free once another player gets to the doormat and then turns their pass in. Then the other player waiting for a pass can come back out and come up to the doormat and pass.
Yes, so to win the game, you have to be able to get through that whole maze. And each column has a sentry, so the different monster that monitors that particular hallway. So you can basically get found by them, and that's based on a spin.
So you basically, you land somewhere in the column, and then once you've landed the column, then the sentry gets a spin on the spinner over to the left here, and if they happen to come down and intersect with your playing piece, then you have to follow the steps on the sentry. So the slug is basically return the doormat, so you just go to the entry.
You can give up monster cards. If you don't have enough monster cards for the ones that say give up monster cards, or if you don't have any, you have to go back to the doormat instead as your penalty. So kind of really, really bad.
So
you
this-
really want to have collected
this one
lots of
particular
monster
here-
cards. Yeah, and that's about it for the sentries. There's the guard room, which is kind of your final battle, I guess, as you're going through the maze. So you have to win a battle at the guards room before you can go to the finish.
Yeah,
which
so
is over
if
here.
I lose a battle, that's the end of my turn, then it's Laura's turn, and
Yep.
then keep going until you do that, and then once you come all the way out to the maze,
you end up on the finish.
hooray!
1. Now, because I don't have the pass, 2, 3. I go down here, and I have to wait for Nathan's.
So what have we got here?
4.
1. So pass goes to Laura.
Haha. Well, it doesn't go to me.
Well, not
hang
you
on,
yet.
hang on. Pass holder.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You got to put it in the pass holder.
Oh, wait here for a pass. There you go.
Jeez.
1, 2, 3. So that's 4. And then we roll the.
I'm sorry. You were here. You moved and have to stop on the doormat. Thank you.
Oh,
Trying to cheat already. Come
it's
on.
scaring me, the horror house. 5.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Haha. Now, I have a magic pass. Oh, one more thing to mention. Nathan has the Guardian Spirit card. So if he gets caught by one of the sentries,
They pardon me once.
pardon him once, and then he has to pass the card to the next player, which of course is me.
3. 1, 2, 3. Now we roll the red spider web
web.
sentry.
Alright,
So
how far
if
is he
he gets
moving?
a 1, 2, 3, if he gets a 4
Or 5.
or 5, he spots me.
And it's a 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Ha 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 ha.
So give up 2 monster cards.
So you've got 2 to give up. You put those back. Yep.
Putting those back. They're basically like currency at this point, the monster cards.
Yes. Alright.
Let's battle
Who
a
are you
card.
battling?
Ooh, the Gorgon. Free pass even if found by a sentry.
That's
I could have been
handy.
using my Guardian Spirit card.
Oops.
I forgot.
Whoops.
Anyway, let's
Oh,
battle.
next time. You're still well ahead.
Where's my Sword of Justice? Well, Gorgon's no more.
Oh my god, really?
And I've got, well, the Guardian Spirit and a free pass, so it's your turn.
Great. I'm not going anywhere now, am I?
5.
1, 2, 3. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm counting in the wrong direction. Alright, the red spider.
2.
2. So he gets me.
Yep.
I put back my monster cards. Not that you can see that on screen, but I did.
Come on, come on, come on. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Alright, the lizard lair. 0.
Great.
1, 2, 3. Now the golden bat horn. Come on, give me some luck. Some luck. Yes!
0.
A 0.
Gee, 0 seems to come up an awful lot. My turn. 3. 1, 2, 3. Need 2 more spots. Is the green cat's room going to get me?
No, only a 1.
Your turn.
Alright. 1? I'm not even going to make it to the guard room before you win.
Oh, 1. 1, 2. If he gets a 5. Well, he did get a 5, but guess what? Should I use my Guardian Spirit card or my Gorgon card to get out of that?
Well, I'd prefer if you use the Guardian Spirit card because then I get it.
Just for you.
Oh, really?
It doesn't matter. I'm going to exit the next turn.
I might. Yeah. Alright. A 0. Jeez.
Alright. Now, I just got a 2. Can we please focus on the finish for me, please?
Oh.
Guess who just escaped from the horror house?
Yeah. It's
No
you.
more ghosts for me.
Alright, well, you win.
Thank you for staying with the rather long video.
Yeah, it's a pretty complicated game. There's kind of lots happening everywhere. But if you enjoyed watching this and want to see sort of more board games like this, give us a thumbs up. Or leave us a comment even, if maybe this is a game you have or are interested in. You can hit subscribe, that way you don't miss any of our videos. Thanks for watching!
Bye-bye.